Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
Everybody has an opportunity to develop more time-effective, more time management type of skills. And every single time when I work with an organization, people say, well, how do you coach someone to time management? Let me give you the first foundational strategy we encourage you to utilize right out of the gate. And here's why. A lot of times, time management is misunderstood for a lack of prioritization. So let me teach you the strategy, and hopefully this becomes more evident. First, sit down with your employees and ask them to make a top 10 list of their priorities. Now, the priorities could be done on a daily basis, bi-daily basis, weekly. Certainly the cadence is up to you, but I would try to keep it within 1 week. Now, when you get that top 10 list, you're going to learn something very valuable about their critical thinking. Now, here's a little bit of humor. Be prepared. Employees change their job descriptions. They just don't send you that memo to update you. So once you have the top 10, ask them then to create the top 4 priorities and in the order of which they would do them based on priority. Get ready. They probably will not match up with your priorities. So what that might teach you is that at the foundation of their lack of time management is their inability to prioritize or to not be honest about what they need to prioritize. Let me give you an example. We were working with an organization of sales team members, and we had a conversation, and the conversation really stemmed from people understanding what their time management goals were and what they were doing from a time management perspective as sales professionals. We had them go through this activity. If you asked the directors of sales and the sales managers of this organization what was one of their top priorities they were expecting from their people, they all mentioned unanimously in the top 4 was prospecting. Over 72% of the salespeople, when they went through this activity, did not have prospecting in their top 4. So were they really struggling with time management, or was it a lack of prioritization? Now, once this is done and you have a conversation and you recalibrate the top 4 and potentially the top 10, then implement something we call time blocking. Have them identify per item the time slot they need to complete an element of it, whether it's 30 phone calls in 40 minutes, and keep everything at 45 minutes or less, typically 30 minutes or less. Then you can block out the time, and you can actually block out that time as it relates to the priorities. And once you see them schedule that, whether it's in their Google, their Outlook calendar, what have you, you can see also how they're planning their time management activities. Last, if you're in an environment where there are interruptions, many of your people might lack discipline to say, by the way, I'm in the middle of something. So we did this at a software company. We gave everybody beanbags. The beanbag that was red said, stop, do not interrupt me under any circumstances. I'm in the middle of something that's important. The yellow beanbag, which was hung on the outside of the cubicle, said to anyone coming by, you can interrupt me, but it has to be vitally important. Green meant I'm on a break. Feel free to interrupt me. We noticed a huge productivity spike. So remember, time management at the foundation is a lack of prioritization.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.